Bobby now. This is ZiggyNo. Today is January 10th, 2024, and we're talking about the hobby. What's been going on the last week? Sports card hobby, that is, mainly. We focus on here on hobby now. We're going to talk about LeBron James. Signed a big deal with Fanatics. Importance of the rookie card, rookie auto. We've talked about this before, but I think it's applicable to bring it up again as we move into the new year. NBA Prizm has leaked, and people are furious and concerned. Panini PC cards. Now, instead of the RC logo, you will see Panini PC prospect cards. Have you seen this? Caught that on a card collector video recently from Flawless. Big concern in the last week about grading, altering. John Mangini, serious discussion, who was a Blue Jacket. We'll talk about that as well. Jeff Sapphire. That went quickly. Did anybody get their Monty Club renewal? I did not get my renewal. We'll talk about that as well. Prizm breaks and Picketts charge. Yeah, I did finish my Prizm breaks, by the way. Panini Monopoly. I mean, Panini Prizm Monopoly is back. I think we mentioned that last week. Did we get that in the hobby now last week or not? And then I'm thinking about this. Are there any people regretting buying first off the line? I'm sure you, like, after you open the box, oh man, I should have sold that. But do you regret buying it? Because the resale value in first line seems to be the way to go. I mean, watching the Prizm stuff, man, people are just killing people on that. Anyway, guys, thanks again for joining me here at Hobby Now. ZiggyNo here, podcasting this out. Hope you're catching the podcast. I meant to do kind of a weekly show. We're talking about, like, most of this conversation for me, listening to other people on YouTube and Instagram and giving my take and my spin and my thoughts on these topics. The LeBron James, first of all, everybody, like, people were dropping this like it was the biggest news in the world. LeBron James signs contract. LeBron James signs with Fanatics. Your LeBron James autographs are going down. Um, I thought we talked about this last year around this time when Top said they were going to do something major. I think most of us thought it was be Fanatics. I was listening. Let me get that photograph. Even reminded us it was last year on this time that LeBron dropped off the Upper Deck site. I'm thinking maybe had a year. We had to have a year away from them before he could sign the new contract or something like that. There's probably something in it, and that's why we saw nothing. Um, I would say so. Some pretty Captain Obvious comments. Is this good for the hobby? It is going to grow the hobby. Yes, this is a great thing for the hobby to grow the hobby, to get excitement. I'll tell you how I think of this, right? I cannot wait for future years when basketball products are coming out and when they're doing the break prices, whatever team LeBron is playing for, if it's the Lakers or the freaking Raptors, his team is going to be cost a lot of money because there's going to be a shot at his auto. His team could suck, but it's make a big weight off the total average of the team. So the rookie teams will have a better value. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I calculate right now. First thought I have is that his teams will be more expensive in breaks. That's it. His products, when they come out, will have more chase in them. So, like, for example, let's say he does I don't know, a Bowman draft basketball equivalent like they did with Brady. I'd probably fade the team that he's on and go after the team's better prospects run. To me, this is a no impact to me. Um, People concerned about his autographs. I thought someone else brought this up, and I think it's very important to mention for most of the people who are new to the hobby. One thing that's changed a lot in the last 5 years, let's say 4 years since pre-COVID, is the value of vet autos. Before COVID, most vet autos were not worth much money. In fact, it was embarrassing how little they were. I want to say Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, under $100. And please correct me if I'm wrong, people in the chat and in the comments. I want to say under $100 for most of their autographs. I'm not talking like on Flawless, but I remember Prizm Autos. You get like, oh damn, another Larry Bird. You know, Kobe was a good vet to have, but it was because it was 100, maybe $150 auto. Right? It's like you get $100 bill. Well, Ben Franklin when you had a Kobe auto, but that's not who you were chasing. Like, you remember chasing KAT. I wanted KAT over a Kobe. Now, since then, the autos of vets have gone up a lot, and I do think this is part of Fanatics' goal. I think they really sat down with most of these athletes, and said, "Look, your autos are worth too little. We're going to change that by making exclusive, adding value, You're going to see that market change, and I agree with that. So let's fast forward to LeBron. LeBron coming in, I think is good for the autograph market. I think it's good for the product market. I think it's good for the hobby. Who it's not good for is the guys who've been hoarding vet LeBron autos, thinking that they're going to retire off of them. You're not. Now, who it is good for, if you've got a rookie auto of LeBron, I think you're in a good spot. I'll say this, and I'll say it before, and this is my caveat to the next topic. That's what makes rookie years so special. The rookie year is only once. The 1 year that you are a professional, a paid professional on a professional team is your rookie year, right? So the autographs you sign that year are special. The cards that are produced with that RC are special to me, right? And we're talking about the PC in a moment. But if I look back at LeBron, if I had anything I wanted to covet LeBron, I would trade up or color up my LeBron autos to focus on LeBron rookie autos. I think LeBron rookie autos will be the differentiator, because let's say 50 years from now, when this man moves on to his retirement, the auto that will hold the most value with that one from way, 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 way back when he was a young kid and signed his rookie card autograph. Those are going to be pretty valuable, in my opinion. Everything else will have value. Don't get me wrong. And I want to remind people, Kobe's untimely, horrible passing is what really impacted the value of his card. Most of these vets will continue to sign autographs for a long time in their career. Same thing with Brady, right? Brady's going to sign. Good. I'm glad he's signing. I want him to sign. He's going to bring more people in the hobby if he signs. I want to remind people, signing was basically a proof that you met the person in person, right? We've turned it into some monetization. Like I'll put it this way: back when I was a kid, I remember getting Barry Bonds and Bobby Bonilla autographs. I don't have those anymore, by the way. But it was so I could go to school and show my friends, I met Bobby Bonilla, I met Barry Bonds, right? It wasn't so my mom and dad could put it aside so I could go to college in the future. Because if they would have done that, I would have gone to college in the future on that autographs. That didn't happen. You see what I'm saying? Like that was not what they were for. They proved that you were there. So today we've turned, and I've always thought this is weird when I came back to the modern hobbies. Like, so basically, you're going to give $100 for a Kobe auto. Like Kobe just sits there and can sign all day and make $100 bills. Is he a $100 signing machine? I mean, now it's $1,000, right? So it blows my mind the value we put on these vet autos. I appreciate them. I think they're much more valuable than the shiny shimmer refractor Prizm Chrome card. But rookie autos are what's key to me. And that's why I will say this. That's where the chase should be. In fact, I'm going to start putting a little more emphasis on the rookie cards that I got. I just got one in a Prizm break that maybe I'm going to hold on to and see with this guy. It's funny. I got several cards in my Safari, and one or two I want to hold on to. I don't want to say PC, but I'm a longer prolong what I do with them. The other ones I'll sell off in a faster time frame to recover the money so I can buy other breaks. But one of these quarterback autograph cards I got, I might hold on to. It's a special card. It's a short print. Super excited. If the player does well, it could be a fun card to have in the future. And you know, that's what's got me thinking about those rookie autos. So on the LeBron thing, not bad. I think this is great for growing the hobby. Not good for you collectors who are going to try to cash out on LeBron. I think I've pressed the importance of the rookie card. Um, I mentioned the PC. So I was watching a card collector too, and he was opening a box of Flawless, and they had a Caleb Williams and their Williams or whoever the hell he is PC card. And it's in their prospect card. And this made me thinking to myself, what is this prospect card? I actually sent this over to Victor, sports card specialist, and asked his opinion. He's gonna look into it. So watch his video. I'd love to see the response. Because my thoughts are maybe this was pushed down by the players union, the NFL. Somebody's like, look, guys, you're overusing RC. Go come with something else up. Come up with something else. And what does this PC mean? Because how many cards can we put PC on? I see a lot of people making money in college, and I see the college Bowman Sapphire, and I'm not knocking it. I just will tell you this: I don't understand it. It's not my play. It's too risky for me because I understand there's a window on there, right? These guys can't be valuable forever. The draft portal or transfer portal has a major impact on college football. Hell, big news alert: Saban just retired. Like college football is changing massively. College football is really becoming a minor league of the NFL. It really is. And as a card collector, hobbyist, I'm paying attention. I'm not ready to move in that direction, but I'm paying attention. I look forward to Topps getting the shit together in the future when they have the full license from the Bowman all the way up to pro. Because I think it could be interesting to track the career of a player over their prospecting rookie card NFL debut card, right? Um, but right now there's so much uncertainty, fear, and so forth in the industry. I'm going to talk about Prizm, Prizm NBA, and Prizm NFL. Give me 1 second while I take a quick break. Prizm NBA blasters have leaked already. Can you believe this? The reason I'm so shocked by this, okay, look, for years, my boys and I have chased the Prizm Blaster. It's what got us in the hobby. The Blaster was what the Prizm Blaster 2016, 17, 18. We that was our mission. And they wouldn't come out after the hobby. I mean, way after the hobby, right? You just waited and you were waiting for the waves. The fact that they're out now, they've already come out, just it's amazing. Now, two things I'll say. I made a promise to myself, one of my New Year's resolutions, it's only the 10th, not to buy retail. God help me if I were to walk by an aisle and they had the Prizm NBA there right now. It would be hard not to buy it. Why? FOMO. Fear of missing out. They've got the Wemby card out. The green one was already going for 500. That means bases will probably go for $50 to 100. I don't know. Silvers will probably go for several $100. The chase is on. The chase is on. Couple things. The internet is outraged. Neo is outraged that if you look at the card, it's got Wimby in front of a black curtain and it's got like a wood floor. Like he's coming out of stage from a high school, like a high school stage. I'll be honest, it looks awkward. It looks terrible. Panini's done terrible ones in the past. This one's just really awkward. Like, what were they doing here? Like you can clearly see the curtain and the floor. It's not like it's all curtain and just player against curtain. It's curtain and floor, and also it's clear to me. I don't think the player actually stood in front of that curtain. I don't think that picture was taken there. I really don't. I think that picture is just a player, and they put it on a curtain and a floor. So maybe there are curtain parallels coming out there. Maybe you're gonna see a gold curtain parallel, plaid curtain parallel, leopard print parallel curtain. So I know the internet's furious over it, freaking out. I remember when they did Zion's, and Zion's was like this, was hands above his head, like, a lot of them were like this. One guy shooting, that was Luca. Um, I don't care. I don't care. Am I a Wimby fan? No. I think Wimby's be fun. It's funny. I've been doing our research into this, and I got two strategies going in the Prizm NBA. You either go balls deep into Wimby, you charge up Picketts charge. I'm taking Wimby, or you take the other teams. I don't know what to do yet. I don't know what to do. Part of it thinks it'd be fun to go after the Wimby. Just go charge right into the Wimbies. Get some Wimbies. Another part of me thinks that's not the smartest play to make. Like a lot of people would like to see me get slaughtered in some breaks, right? Like I call them Pickett's charge. You're going up into Gettysburg and you're just going to get, hey, I need you to run across that field. Really, sir? Yeah, just run across that field. I'll see you guys in heaven. Man, you got to have some faith. I'm going to buy that break. I'm buying the Wimby. I'm paying $2,000 for the case. You got to have some faith because, boy, you could go through there, whew, skunked. We'll get like one Wimby. Like one soldier makes it to the top. He just surrenders when he's up there. He's like, I quit. So, um, Prizm NBA basketball, and I'm curious. It looks like okay. So a few things on this retail. Retail football sucks. It does look like Target has autographs in there. It's the pink autographs. I haven't seen any in breaks. I saw a few on some Facebook sightings. Would I get into an NFL pink Target break? Probably not. No, I don't think it'd be worth it. I think it'd be too expensive. Not worth the powder spend. NBA now, NBA looks like it's gonna have a ton of different products. They have the megas, they have the Excellos, everything else, but it looks like they have numbered. Looks like they might have numbered, and because of the Wemby chase, they're not gonna have autos, but they might have other cool things. I don't know, man. I'm excited. I need to research. Like I said, it's a month early for that Prizm stuff to be out. I'd like to research. If a break became available, I would research it and not buy it at this point. Hope that makes sense on the Prizm NBA. Just blown away it's out there. I really don't care about the curtain. I'm looking to see curtain parallels. If I see curtain parallels, just remember I called that here first, and the chase will be on. What are the teams? I want to talk to some other basketball experts and get their opinions of what other teams are good, what other rookies are playing well. And I'll point something else out that someone, I think it was John on ERV Sports pointed out, it normally takes 3 years for NBA rookies to show their value. By the third year, you can see the value of the players. We always judge them in the first year. After the first year, second year, they suck. Sell them all, they suck. I'm being a little more patient with some of my rookies, hoping they mature like little, green apples turning red. But I think John was right about that. I think we sometimes pass judgment too fast. So I'm wondering what teams this year are good teams to go after if I avoid Wemby. Prizm. What was my next topic here? Prizm NBA. Talked about the PC. We're talking about the John Mangini grading altering discussion. So Blue Jacket came out, and I'm gonna make this pretty short summary. I'm gonna give you my opinion of this. Blue Jacket came out and questioned what is altering. He did a really good analogy about spit and the snot burger and all this other stuff and a card being cleaned. And I understand. Right? And he actually did it. And I've given you guys nothing. So you have to watch the Blue Jacket video. His argument is maybe we're making too much of a deal out of this card cleaning and altering, right? If you were to wipe Oreos off your card because you dropped your card in Oreo, are you altering it? Are you trying to restore it? Are you trying to protect it? Are you doing something mischievous, right? At the same time, and this is where I've kind of come to this. Okay, look, I recognize when you take the red pill, this industry is an unregulated market of emotions. People buy emotions. There's nothing that stops somebody from altering, repairing, trimming anything to a card. The only thing that stops that is that a grading company will come and say, nope, no, 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 altered or not authentic or reject it. That's all they can do. They can only say no, no, no. They cannot take it away. They cannot confiscate it. They cannot destroy it. All they can do is tell you no, no, no. And they've even said themselves, unless they detect something, they're not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like the card comes to them and it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck. It's a duck. They didn't know it was a chicken you stuck into a really, really neat duck outfit. They might not know that. So I think, and Blue Jacket even said he was playing the devil's advocate. I didn't see the follow up from John Mangini. I don't think they've had the debate yet, but I think here's my point to this. I don't support. I'm not going to sit here. I'm more against repackers than I'm against alterers. I don't support altering, but I accept the fact it takes place. I know it does. I know there's people who go through lots of pains to make their card as minty as they can before they get it PSA 10 to maximize the return on their investment. I know that. I know there are people out there who buy PSA 9s and Beckett and SGC 10s and crack them just so they can get minty PSA 10s. I understand that. Do I do that? No. I don't know why not. I think it's an ethical thing for me, lazy thing for me. I don't want to deal with it. Um, but I'm not ignorant to it. Does it make sense? I'm not ignorant to it. I understand it. I'll tell you this though. I recognize I'm not a buyer of that stuff. Like I'm not going to buy a card when I suspect it could have been altered, modified, trimmed, right? I'm more suspect of that. In fact, the best way I like to get a card is one that I get pack fresh because I got it in a break, which I know could still be altered or swapped or whatever. But I like the modern card. I like the modern card a lot more than I do the vintage card. I like new. I like fresh. I like this the chase. So for me, I don't think it affects my hobbying, but I am aware of the fact that the altering, grading. I also have said this before. Where are we 20 years when all this chemical wax and stuff like that deteriorates and these cards don't look like they look like shit inside their holders, and the PSA one lets in too much air, and the Beckett one didn't. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to me. I will say this: grading is a necessary part of the hobby. It's a pillar. It could be better. It absolutely could be better, right? We could make it better. In fact, I know if I forget the guy's name, oh, one of my friends who always trolls me, and I say friend lightly. God damn it, I can't remember your name, but he always says I'm negative about this. If we want to make grading better, we really should standardize grading, right? We should have government come in and lay down some standards and some regulations of grading. And if certain companies apply to meet those standards and get licensed, and I'll give another example. You should be a licensed grader in your state in order to grade cards. Now, this is crazy. This is government and fees and taxes. And is that really good for us? Apparently, it might be because I don't think we're doing a good job by ourselves. So if you want to legitimize the agents, the organization, or grading, that'd be a way to do it. Now, I will say I'm surprised with all the money that people talk about coming in the hobby, all the investors, that none of the changes took place. Like regulations haven't come into place, grading regulations haven't been set up. It makes me therefore suspect that we didn't see as much investor money as we thought. I think a lot of money from the boom was new money. I think a lot of it was crypto money, right? And a lot of it was, like I said, surplus money, right? And I don't want to say this in the wrong way. I don't want to call it dumb money, but just I got an extra check. I don't need it. Sure, I'll buy cards with it. Kind of dumb money in that sense. I don't think it ever was an investor going, the sports card industry looks really good to me. I think I'm going to get into fractionalizing cards. I think I'm going to go ahead and buy some silver Luca prisms. No, I don't think it ever took place. I don't think there's a single person like the sports card investor, Jeff Wilson. His biggest investment is he invests in little businesses in the hobby. He has a software company that gives you data on cards, right? He did the slab mag thing with that guy, the big hat, but he's not making money on buying and selling cards. So let's talk about some releases. It's the 10th. Prizm was last week. We'll talk about that in a moment. Prizm Monopoly's coming out. Prizm Monopoly basketball's coming out. That blows my mind. I cannot believe. I'm shocked. First of all, why do they do NFL? Where did that freaking NFL go? And this is another product where I'm going to not buy in retail where I want to. I'm going to not buy it in retail. I'm going to go after it in breaks. So now my net of Prizm has gotten bigger, and I got to pay attention to retail. I got hobby. I got first of line. I got NBA, Monopoly, all coming out at the same time. It's hard out here for a pimp when you're trying to make some money for the rent. You guys know maybe that's from what song that's from? Um, Draft Sapphire. So Draft Sapphire came out. I totally faded it. Did not buy the boxes. Saw it go off like crazy. They even faded the breaks. Um, I guess my point to bring it up was why wasn't the Montgomery Club members get access to that? They mentioned something in December about Montgomery Club members were give me some extra benefits, and then I never got an extra benefit. And then I never got my renewal either. So here we are in January going, is there even a Montgomery Club? And do I want to be a member of it? What do I get if I'm a member of it? Any of you guys a member of it? Did you get your renewal of it? I don't know. And what do you think about Sapphire? I mean, I know a lot of people love the Sapphire product, but I felt like they Sapphire the hell out of us there at the end. They had the update, they had the what Chrome Sapphire, you had Update Sapphire, you had something else, you had Sapphire, then you had the Draft Sapphire. Um, and now, right? Dude, they don't do a Series 1 Sapphire, do they? They might this year, right? Right now, we're talking about Series 1. Now, in my opinion, on baseball, I feel like baseball is right now in the calm down mode. There are a lot of products being opened, people are digging into. I'm not into any of those. I'm kind of watching, gonna wait for Series 1, possibly do some breaks of it. Like I said, with so much basketball coming out in February and other football products coming out, I'm gonna be really, really trying to stay focused on both those. Also, something else I should be talking more about, and that is selling, right? You can't buy if you're not selling. I've got a lot of selling to do too. I did do a video, dropped it on my other channel about some of the sales I've made, but I need to sell a lot of bunch of other stuff. Ooh, first off the line. So it's been a week since Prizm dropped. I've gone through my Prizm withdrawals, my last Prizm break. I believe it was Sunday night. So it's Wednesday, so it's out of my system. There have been several times I've looked at breaks and thought about buying into them. Even today, I was looking at a break going, I could buy into that break, but I'm not. I'm very pleased with my cards that I received. I have a bunch more coming in the mail. Like I said, it's only been a week. I'd say half of them are back already. Some I can't. Most of them, I would say, majority of them, I would say I did not do well on. Right? Statistically, I scored really well on two of probably 10 breaks. I think it was more than 10 breaks. I think it was like, let's say 2 out of 10. 20% of the breaks I did really, really well on. 20% of them I did okay on, and probably 50% I did poorly on. But overall, the break, the mission, the safari went really, really well. And I'm excited to charge forward the NBA. and share that with you guys on the Card Hunter channel. At the same time, I'm still skeptical. I'm worried, I'm concerned. I don't want to teach this as a bad thing to do. I know, like I said earlier, I watched some people open some boxes that are brutal. I think retail is brutal. I think right now is a very hard time where you have to navigate. I think someone's talking about grading. Are we grading too much? No, we're not. In fact, grading is so important to my hobbying. If I did not grade, I don't think I could hobby. I could not survive on raw sales alone of the product that I'm trying to consume, that I want to go after, that I would chase. If I just depended on the raw sales, I would, again, I think anybody that, any of you, how do you stay with the raw sales? I saw a channel, I can't remember, Dark Horse, that's the name I remember. They have a really flashy thumbnails right now. They're opening product and they're selling their product right away on eBay, and they're giving prizes to people who's buying their product. And I was like, that's cool, man, but that's not sustainable. Like, you're going to crush yourself if you think you can open cards, sell the raw on eBay, and keep opening more cards. You need to grade. You need more patient. There's like, it's like the old bull, young bull story. And I'll close on this too, guys. Because that's what I'm doing in the hobby right now, right? Right now I'm grading. I'm getting ready to do a submission about 200 cards to ComC. I'm ripping open my retail cards that I've been hoarding. After watching ERB open up a box last week with an expired redemption, I've decided not to hold retail products anymore. I'm going to go ahead and just fucking thrash through this stuff. Old bull, young bull. How do I change the story and make it applicable to cards? Young bull sees. I'm not going to go there with the old bull, young bull. I don't want to make this not I don't want to record what could be considered not a friendly joke. And it's a joke about experience, okay? And the old bull basically saying, look, guys, let's not run down and open one box of first off the line. Let's walk down and buy the teams we want in a couple cases of first off the line. And if you do that, if you have the patience and the focus, you can do better. Hopefully that makes sense. Like, comment, subscribe. I know I kind of rambled here at the end. Lost my notes. I think that's everything I want to talk about. Um, I'm really enjoying the Card Hunter on my other channel. I've got so much content coming out there. It's ridiculous. I'm trying to keep things in pace. Oh, here's the last idea. Card Pals. I was thinking about this. And maybe there's a platform already doing something like this. Maybe there'd be a way that you could find a pal in a card exchange, right? And you could exchange comments with each other. Like, I'm a Rangers fan and you're a Yankee fan. Every month we'll do a mail day. I'll send you some Yankee stuff. You send me some Ranger stuff from all your cards. You send me your extra Yankees, send me extra Rangers. And then every now and then you throw your extra pack in, whatever. I don't know. You could do that with enough friends, right? You could have like 4 or 5 different card pal friends for your team that you could really build your PC for. And here's where I thought about this. I have a lot of cards coming from breaks. I got Lions, I got freaking Texans, I got Carolina. I love to send all the Texans to my friend who's Texan, right? And what does he want to take them for free? He probably would, but he could send me all the Redskins from my area. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's in Lions, so Lions friend. He could send me all the Redskins from his area. So it's a good way to exchange cards, if that makes sense. A free way of commons, basics, silvers, whatever, prism, shiny stuff, but not crazy stuff. Like, comment, subscribe.